Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Shiny Shack, where we like shinies, but we don't get shinies. And that's actually not true, because my luck, honestly, before 2024 was hot garbage, but 2024 and 2025 have actually been pretty decent for shiny luck. And part of that might be because I'm actually allowed to do things now. Hey, sucker! Feel like I just spent, the last couple years of my life definitely not living it for myself, but living out of fear of my health and also living it for other people. And I'm reaching a point in my life where I'm getting really, really tired of doing that. I feel like I have a lot of free time because of my, health issues and stuff, but I still get no time to do anything that I want, which feels crazy. So I'm trying to be more myself and live more for myself. It's important, guys. It's important, everyone. It's also really hot in my house.
Thicker, fuller hair starts with Hims. Discover sprays, chews, and serums made with clinically proven ingredients to regrow your hair in 3 to 6 months. Get your hair and confidence back. Get started today at hims.com.
Hi, Nix. You didn't come in here just to yell at me, did you, Nix? Was that a yes? It seemed very yes-coded. Hey, thank you. What's up, Chippy? It's not just a Ditto shirt. It can be anything we want. I'm just kidding. Oh, whoa. First day with the new hands. Oh, turbo's on. Haha. That'll do it. Okay, I need to make sure Emerald is saved on the Acrobike. I don't know why it's not. Oh, because I can't. And I guess I didn't realize I didn't. Acrobike. I guess I don't need it to get over there, so. Trip me out a little bit. I set up for 3 hunts today, going to hunt in black. Oh, and black too for. Nice, for Cottony. Tomorrow, the last 2 bundles will be revealed. Dude, I'm so excited. Will you actually DM me the information for that, because I might, if I am able to join the server, even just to spectate right now, that sounds so cool. I am so invested in what you're doing. I actually wish I knew about it, because I may have to like rotate that into what I'm doing too, even off stream. I love stuff like that, dude. I think it kind of comes down to, it's just like, in a weird way, like a shiny Easter egg hunt. Dude, Hoothoot is the only thing on this route that it makes me a little nervous. I keep expecting, like, I looked up a lot of the shinies in the area last night, even though I know what they look like. The sprites kind of vary between games. Or coloration, rather. Especially between sprites and models. But I'm used to seeing Hoothoot, like, significantly brighter yellow. But it's kind of, like, still brown. Like, it's a golden brown. But it's not nearly as bright yellow as I had thought. Dude, I'm gonna laugh if the Safari Zone actually rolled over now for whatever reason, and my spawns changed. Because I haven't seen Krogunk or Scorpy yet, which they're the 5%, so, you know, it's not unlikely that they haven't shown up. But I think it's a little weird. I guess I've done, like, what, 8 encounters? It's the 5%, so maybe I should just be patient. You know, it's the name of the game. Anyway, thanks. It starts on June 30th and finishes on July 6th. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, so that's like... Oh, okay, cool. Because Safari Week ends June 29th. So I spent some time today moving things on my desk and even rearranging my desk. So I couldn't do anything about the 2 lap controllers. They're just kind of stuck there. But I made like a divot. I made a thing that will hold my other controller while basically keeping it to the point where hopefully it won't fall or unplug or do anything silly. So I'm trying to find ways to continue to streamline the process of what I'm doing. Especially because, like, if this were last year, I would 100% have 6 different controllers on my desk right now. And right now I only have 3. So I cut it in half. That's progress, dude. Don't even care. I think that's been one of my favorite things is I've been doing Safari Week now for 5 years. If you go back and watch my Safari Week streams every year for the past 5 years, that's where you see the progress the most. And it's kind of funny because that has been my goal each time is like, oh, I want to get this better setup for Safari Week. The only other time, and I'd say the time that kicked off the upgraded setup was Kyogre. I had no problem with like having the one system for, you know, Game Boy games. And I had 2 capture cards, but I was using it for Switch and GameCube and then 2 Switches. And it kind of just went crazy from there. Kyogre unlocked it and Safari Zone extended it. Expanded. Oops. Man, I still keep hitting the wrong controller though. Crap. I think I know why, and it's such a weird thing. So I try to set my... Son of a bitch. Try to set my controllers up how they are on the screen. Like, in my lap and just on the table. Hey, what's up, James? And I think the reason I keep accidentally switching up these 2 controllers is because the ones where the Game Boy are actually set farther back, when normally I would have it closer to me. But the way that controller is, if I set it on my lap, I'm going to drop it and unplug it, and it's going to create a whole thing that I don't want to deal with. And the Switch controllers don't do that. So, here we go. Just going to have Controller's constantly slipping off my lap anyway. The material of the shorts doesn't help, and the fact that I don't have very thick thighs probably doesn't help either. I need thicker games. I'm well. Got back into Marvel Contest of Champions. Ooh, nice. I have never played Marvel Contest of Champions, but I have heard some pretty cool stuff about it. Usually you could just say the word Marvel in front of something and I'd be like, oh, what? What? Hello? But, no, I might have to check that out. Well, I read a bunch of Marvel comics, so I guess it depends on what, like what series it is, you know, like what continuity. So I would say, so a viewer named Six comes in and asks me Marvel trivia pretty frequently, and I would say I have like a 75 to 80% correct rate, like being right to being wrong. I am okay. So in Marvel, especially in the comics, the word godly being might not even mean much. And that could come down to Sathra. I'm trying to think, because I'm not too familiar with Sathra. But just in the concept of godly beings, you know, like Thor is a godly being, but it's kind of in strength, you know, because I feel like that is the small tier to opening up to a power level throughout the cosmos. Because, like, yeah, one moment, actually, because I'm not too familiar with the character. So before I say anything else, I want to get a better idea of who I'm talking about. Oh, shit, okay. So, okay. Any interdimensional being, any being, especially from, like, the astral plane or the negative zone, you know, anything from a dark realm, is going to be at a power level of a godly being. Just multi-dimensional travel, you know, in itself, the ability to cross dimensions and affect a reality outside of their own is probably what's going to at least give them that status. But again, I do not know much about the character. I honestly don't know anything about the character. Which is cool, because that gives me something to want to look into. And it's a Spider-Man enemy, so that, well, from what I saw, they've had encounters with Spider-Man, so I definitely need to look at that. I got some reading to do. Thanks, James. I really appreciate that. I've been reading a lot of X-Men lately. And, God, Spider-Man comics are always so fucked, though. Okay, whatever. We'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah, Ninx. Whoa, what happened to Shining Pearl? Hello? Pearl? Is it the capture card? No? It wasn't the capture card. That was weird. You good, Pearl? Hello? It wasn't you, Ninx. You were next to me when that happened. That was crazy. I have the Chippy, is it graded? Chippy, you're gonna have to post that in my Discord. That's insane. I have a channel called Nerd Merch. That is insane. Holy shit. Dude, that's like, holy crap. That's amazing. Damn. No, dude, I bet. Oh my God, that's so cool. If you can't, I understand, because that's like one of those things that you probably can't even breathe near. Dude, that's so cool. Damn. That's sick. 181, dude. Oh. Man, there were a couple things that I did wrong when I was a kid, and one of those was not trading and collecting comics enough. I go to the comic book store as often as I can now as an adult, especially Free Comic Day. But as a youngling, I never got the chance to go as often, and it just like it was a passion of mine, but I didn't really get into collecting comics until I was like 20. I've always been into like superheroes and stuff, but I mostly was introduced to them, through like the animated shows of our childhood. And then as I got older, and I was like, oh, there's like storybooks about these. There's like, and then I really got into comics, and actually through my cousin Jason, and like thinking back about it, just live in my life. My cousin Jason lived with us when we were pretty young. He lived with my birth mother. Well, like, looking back, he influenced the hell out of me as a person in like so many ways. Comics, video games, like just like general interests, anime. Like, he got me into Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball, and like Inuyasha and stuff like that. He freaking got me into everything. Like, my first game ever was Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. And that, like, just created a monster. And we used to just chill of Legos. And there are too many boxes over there that are not built yet. Please, no. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know why she does that. I know I need to build them. I know. Sorry, my cats. It's hot as hell in here right now, so I'm trying to leave my office door, and I, dang it, want them to be better with coming in and out, and not just like messing with all of the equipment and stuff. And they've been better about it lately, but now they're messing with things behind the green screen. They're like, ha, bamboozled. What about this? Man, how did I even do that? My glasses are dirty as hell. But how's everyone doing? Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. If you're shiny hunting anything at all, what are you hunting and in what game? Are you also participating in Safari Week? I just joined a Word of the Living, didn't fall asleep till like 3 in the morning. Hey, dude, sometimes that's the best. Why did I do that twice? Hope you got the rest you needed, though, after staying up late. Oh! Everything is blurry. Everything is blurry and I cannot see shit. Whee! I should try on Brilliant Diamond, but at the same time, yes. Yes. Joy.